start this class. There we have it. So we get to the section number 4, that is vocabulary. We just worked on this one, the bank 4A, and now we go to this one, vocabulary 4A. What do you think the meaning of the highlighted parts? Yep. Some phrases related in the concept or the whole concept of the movies. Yep. That is the one we're going to be working on. Let me preview my quiz and we start on it. Here you have it. And we have some highlighted words or phrases. And here in number 1, sentence number 1, Cortlandt Alley has been used for almost all the alley scenes in films and TV series or are set in New York. Number 2, these scenes are based on a real life event. And number 3, both the interior and exterior scenes were shot in and around the castle itself. So for the first one, are set in, we got the menu with 3 options. The first one, to make the scenes, they use details and facts from real life situation where filmed or took place or the action happened in. Those 3 options you have. So for the first highlighted phrase, that is set in, are set in. We have the full sentence, that is number 1. Cortlandt Alley has been used for almost all the alley scenes in films and TV series that are set in New York. Which one you think is the best option for the meaning?
Took place.
Okay, thank you. We take that recommendation. Number 2, I repeat sentence number 2, these scenes are based on a real life event. Were shot is the expression we have, right? Were shot in sentence number 3, sorry. Both the interior and exterior scenes were shot in and around the castle itself. That were shot, what is the meaning? What is the similar meaning on the phrases?
To make.
Were
filmed.
Were filmed, okay. And with that one, you give me the last one, 4, are based on. With that, I finish on my attempt and let's take a look how we did it. Okay, there you have it. So there you have the meanings. When we use the expressions are set in, is that actually that scene, that part of the movie took place. Were shot, shot is the synonym for film. And based on is when, well, that normally that message appears on the movies, right? So based on real events. So when it's based on, means that actually you're trying to represent, yep, real life situations in a movie. Okay, there you have my answers for 2 seconds. And then I go to your results. This one must be like for 1 minute. I check on your results. I got 12 attempts. Today, the magic number should be 16. Thank you to the ones that already finished. Joaquin, you can try another time. Just confirm if you can do it. We're gonna wait 2 minutes and then we move on. Yep, 2 minutes to finish this activity. Okay, that's enough time. So I go back to the main page and the platform, and let's continue from there. We were in section number 4, that is vocabulary. We just worked on activity 4A. Yep. Then we get activity SP, vocabulary bank 4B, people and things. Let's take a look what we got in there. We got some vocabulary here at the bottom. You got review, script, special effects, audience, plot, sequel, subtitles, extra, star, soundtrack, scene. Any questions about the options that we have that we don't know the meaning? So everything is clear then. We are going, let's take a look. Number 2, the most important actor or actress in a film. The most important actor or actress in a film.
A star.
Star.
Sir,
Okay, so I follow your recommendation and I place a star in there. The music of a film.
Soundtrack.
Soundtrack, very good. The music of a film, we call it soundtrack. The story of a film.
plot.
Good option, let's see. Plot. A part of a film happening in one place.
Scene.
Okay, we go for scene. The people who watch a film in a cinema.
Audience.
Thank you, audience. A film which continues the story of an earlier film.
Sequel.
Sequel, very good. Images often created by a computer.
Special effects.
Special effects. The words, number 9, the words of the film.
Subtitles.
Script.
Or
Script.
Okay. Script. A person in a film, number 10, who has a small, unimportant part.
Extra.
11, the translation of the dialogue into another language.
subtitles.
Subtitles, and obviously the last
Subtitle.
review, an article which gives an opinion on a new film or book. There we have our selections. Let's take a look. What we got? Perfect. There you have it. Yep. For 1 minute, my answers. So you can work on yours. Now I go to your results. Fifteen attempts. Thank you so much to all the ones working on it. We just give a couple more minutes for all of you to finish on this activity so we can move on. Okay, trying to move on. I go back to our main page. Remember, we're working on 6A, right? Short on location. So in the section of vocabulary, now we get to SV vocabulary bank 4C. Review my attempt. And here you have it. Match sentences 1 to 6 with sentences A to F. Number 1, it was directed by Tay Taylor. Number 2, it was dubbed into other languages. Number 3, Viola Davis played the part of Evelyn Clark. Number 4, the film is set in Mississippi in the United States during the 1960s. 5, it is based on the novel of the same name by Catherine Scarlett. 6, it was shot, filmed on location in Greenwood, Mississippi. And the sentences A to F, it was situated in that place at that time. V, he was the director. C, this was her role in the film. D, the voices of foreign actors were used. E, it was an adaptation of the book. And F, it was filmed in the real place, not in a studio. So for number 1, that is, it was directed by Taylor, which one will you use?
B.
Was director.
So I place B in there. Number 2, it was dubbed into other languages. Which one will go for it?
Letter D.
Letter D, okay. Viola Davis played the part of Evelyn Clark.
Letter C.
C.
Perfect. 4, the film is set in the Mississippi in the United States during the 1960s.
A.
A.
A. 5, it is based on the novel of the same name.
E.
E. And obviously the last letter we got, F. Okay, there you have it. Yep. Thanks a lot to the ones that cooperate. Remember that there are some speaking activities in there. I'm gonna grade you one by one individually, yep, just in case, as a practice for your speaking exam by the end. Yep, the interview that you have with the principal, with the director, or the other teachers of the modules. Just to keep that in mind. Yep. As I told you yesterday, all the activities that we worked yesterday and today, I'm gonna close them by Friday night, next Friday night. Yep. So they're gonna be available for 1 week and then they are closed, just in case. The activities that we worked yesterday and the ones that we are working today. Okay, I go to your results. Excellent. There are 15 attempts. I need 16. So everyone is working on it. Yep. Thank you to the ones that already finished. Just a couple minutes for everyone to be done on it. Perfect, we can continue. Let's take a look at here. Here we are. So we get to the final activity on this section on the platform. Obviously, we have one more as a group work, but for the moment, what we're gonna be working on is this one. The last one in this section will be vocabulary 1A. Read the clues, complete the sentences. Read the clues, complete the sentences. Let's take a look. What is it? Complete the sentences to find the hidden kind of film. Then you have the first letter for the type of film. Yes, the ones that we covered yesterday. Funny film is begins with C. So obviously is
Comedy.
Comedy.
like I get the letter C in there, I just complete the word. Yep, comedy, and so on. Yep. So let's work on this one. Let's work on activity WB vocabulary 1A. That one, to remember just the type of films. Let me see if we got it around here. There you have them. Here is the list of the type of films that we covered yesterday. Action film, animation, comedy, drama, historical film, horror film, musical, rom-com, science fiction, thriller, war film, and western. Yep, those are the ones that are gonna help me out as vocabulary for this activity. Yep, in case that I don't remember all the names. So I leave it this one here for you. Okay, let's start working on that activity, please. Obviously, the time limit is 10 minutes. If you can do it faster, great. 5 more minutes and we continue. Okay, I stopped sharing my screen for a minute. Help me out with the attendance. I get Almeida Gabriel,
Present.
Vallagan Mario, Bravo Alan,
Present.
Crespo Andrew,
Present, teacher.
Espinosa Valeria,
Present.
Farfán José,
Present.
Loor Nayeli,
Present.
Monar Jair,
Present.
Moran Anthony,
Present.
Perez Francesca, Rodríguez Joaquín,
Present.
Romero Priscila,
Present.
Sánchez Daniela,
Present, mister.
Silva Pedro,
Present.
Suárez Erika,
Present.
Valencia Genesis.
Present, mister.
Thank you to the ones that answered. Remember, please, if I did not mention anyone, let me know. Yeah. Oh, I suppose I didn't hear well. I suppose it's about the attendance, so I'm gonna check it, obviously, Miss Perez. Yep. Give me a second. I received a couple of messages about corrections. Ms. Espinosa, in your case, it's about the final period.
Yes.
Let me check that. Okay, I just fixed it for Gabriel and Mrs. Espinosa. Refresh and check if everything is in order.
Yes, thank you.
That is open to everyone, obviously, right? When we are making an exercise and there is a minor spelling mistake, or for example, I put a period by the end and they are counting as a mistake, let me know. Yep. So I can check it manually just in case. Yep. That one, of course, is open to everyone. With that activity, vocabulary 1A, we finished the activities here on the platform. What we are going to do now is a teamwork. What I want is going to be randomly performed the groups, but let me see, there are 16 of you. We're gonna make, say, groups of 4. What I want, please, you're gonna create a document. This unit is been about the movies, about locations, places where the movies were shot, the movies were filmed. Yep. What we are going to create is a dialogue, but what you have to include on that dialogue, you have to include the grammar that is passive. The topic has to be about the movies. Yeah. The time for your dialogue has to be minimum 4 minutes. Minimum 4 minutes. Yep. You're gonna be in groups of 4. So basically, well, I'm gonna give you 20 minutes to be ready. What you're going to do, create your dialogue. Your dialogue must include the grammar of this unit and the topic. What is the grammar? The grammar is passive. What is the topic? The topic in general is about movies. Yeah. When you have your dialogue ready, I'm going to enter to your Zoom rooms, to your Zoom meetings, and then I'm going to check your pronunciation, how much time you speak. Yep, based on that. Questions about the activity that we are going to work on, please. That silence is that everything is clear or nothing is clear. Goes from one extreme to the other. Once again, you're gonna be in groups of 4 students and you're gonna create a dialogue. Your dialogue must include passive and must be about movies. Yeah. The time, 4 minutes. All of you obviously have to be part of it. Now imagine that I am in the team with Hennessy, Francesca, and Manuel Ortega is the one that talks for 10 seconds. Obviously, you're not gonna have the same grade. So be careful on that, how you split the dialogue. If I'm telling you that minimum 4 minutes, my recommendation is that do it for 1 minute each. But if one student, one participant is the one that speaks the last, then it's possible you don't have the full score. Okay, this is of course a graded activity, so take it seriously and make it good for 4 minutes. Include passive, and it's about movies. Yep, all about movies. I'm going to start your teams. Obviously, when you have any doubts, any questions, call me in so we can discuss about. Yep. Let me create your teams. Okay, now you're able to accept the invitation. Please accept the invitation in the group section and you can join your teams. Check the group section, accept the invitation. Thank you. I still got here. Daniel, Mario, Alan. Just check the group section and accept the invitation, please. Mario, are you there? Mario, I'm sending you to the waiting room just in case. Yep.
So there are four friends. There are four friends that uh, left the cinema after watching each one is movie, and well, each friend went to the movies on their own, and after leaving the cinema, they talk about the movies that they have seen.
Excellent introduction. The plot is set. When you're ready, you can start.
Hello, how are you? It's great to find us here. I just got out of watching Interstellar. Interstellar is a movie, it's a science fiction and drama film. I really like for a few reasons. First, the story is super interesting and keep me hooked the whole time. Plus, the special effects are awesome, making me feel like in actually in space. Feel the movie places like Iceland and Alberta, Canada, which gives a really look. It's a really cool look. Also, the actors like Matthew McConaughey and Hathaway and the sketches are really great. Even though it talks about complicated science stuff, it's still easy enough to understand and makes me think about space in a cool way. And the message about love, sacrifice, and never give up really it's overall, Interstellar is just a really incredible movie that I could watch again and again. I really enjoy watching this movie. What movie do you see, Mario? Tell me what it's about so I can go and see it.
Hi, great movie. I saw The Help. It's a film in 1960s in Mississippi, which deals with the relationships between African American maids and the white families for their work. The plot centers on the writers, right? Sorry. The writer Skier Phelan, who intrigued by the racial inequality, decides to collect the stories of African American maids and exposing the injustices for they face daily. As these women share their experience through an anonymous book, racial and social tensions are unleashed, placing them in the context of a struggle for civil rights in the United States. This film addresses themes of discrimination, bravery, and solidarity, offering a movie in reflective look at stories and fight for equality.
Wow, nice synopsis. Hey, hi Mario, hi Nayeli. Well, I have just seen the best comedy film. I think that The Mask is the best comedy film in history. I left the movie theater with pain in my stomach because of my laughter, and I think this is a classic and one of the best on its genre. Also, the performance of Jim Carrey is amazing. Every scene, the script, and the plot of this movie have a good development. And it is not only comedy, it's good combination between comedy, action, and romance. And I want to watch again this movie in the cinema. And what about you? What movie did you see, Daniel?
Hi, Chico. Hi, guys. Hello, guys. I also come out of watching comedy movie. It is a called The Wrong Visit. It is about the Teens Murray meet the girls of her dreams and has a relationship with her through her a message. So he decides to let herself be carried away her and invited to the rate organized by her company and the resort in Hawaii. However, the one who appears at the airport ready to travel, it is a girls with the one he had a blind date forgot. It is too late when she wins the correspondent with the wrong visit constantly they are about the colored Melissa. I love too much. I really recommend it. It is a great movie. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. I have to visit other teams. Just be here and chill for the moment.
Okay, thank you, Michelle.
Hello. Joaquin, Jair, Francesca, and Alan, are you ready?
Well, yeah. See, yes, teacher. Yes.
Perfect. Whenever you're ready, let's start. Before you start, remember 4 minutes. It's a dialogue. You have to include passive and obviously about movies. So that's what I'm gonna be checking. The obvious parts, that is the pronunciation, your tone, of course. Yep. So whenever you're ready, please start.
Well, hi guys. We offer the topic in English class.
Teacher.
English class, did you like?
Okay, for me, it was a discussion about movie genres, particularly science fiction. I really enjoy science fiction because I love fantasy and the worlds that are created for stories and which make you want to be there. And also, I appreciate the special effects that are used. Okay, one of my favorite movies that was mentioned in the unit is Harry Potter. I love is the science and the child. It's incredible the story of magic, the characters and the settings and the special effects. That true is the story is incredible.
Hi.
I personally like story films because they allow me to learn more.
Sorry, sorry, teacher. Uh, someone else?
I
Lo
continue.
siento, profesor, es que un momento, es que se me fue un ratito el internet. Era el-
Continue, Jair.
Yeah, I continue. I personally like story films because they allow me to learn more about different historical events that change the world and the repercussion that these events have. I would recommend the movie The Imitation Game, which is with a real event that occurred during the Second World War, in which a group of British mathematicians who were part of a secret project of the Allied Army, whose purpose was to decipher the code that the Germans used to communicate, called Enigma, for which a machine was created. The world changed the world. This begin the first step towards the computer age because the machine the basis for the creation of computer. It is a very good movie. I recommend it. And you, Alan, what is your favorite type of movie and why?
I also like the theme of the movies. The type of movies I recommend are thriller because they are a type of movies that maintain intrigue and suspense. And the ending and the end are up to the viewer's interpretation. One of the movies I recommend and my favorite movie is Shooter Island. It is a psychologist thriller, a film about federal agent who with his partner is sent to the psychiatric island in Shooter Island to investigate to the disappearance of the patient. During the plot, the agent he also fight with his own mental problems and such as a traumatic memories from his past and his paranoia. The film is full of twists and turns, and its ending is especially shocking and open to interpretation. And you, Joaquin?
Good. Um, my favorite type of movie animation because enjoy witnesses the creative animators when telling a story in imagining world full of color and action and charismatic characters. I would recommend watching is Disney movie that have good animation, for example, The Lion of King, Zootopia, and Toy Story, with of their great visual design. There also another studio like DreamWorks that have the memorable films, so example, Shrek, Madagascar, and Kung Fu Panda, with exaggerated in animation, yeah, and play with colors. Even now, they continue to have the significance present today. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna visit the other teams. You have to wait a little here, yes? So you can relax for some minutes. Once I finish the tour, then we're all together in the main room.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. Are you here? Finally, I can visit you. Before you start, just to remember, it's a dialogue. You must include passive. It's about movies. The time, the minimum is 4 minutes. But once again, in that total time, an example, Sebastian and Daniela, they speak for 3 minutes and a half, and Manuel only takes 20 seconds. Manuel is not going to have the same rate. Yep, just in case to have that in mind. Whenever you're ready, you can start, please.
Is Soledad in the room? Oh.
Hi, Daniela. What is your favorite movie?
Hi, Erica. My favorite movie is Hashiko. It is still very sad, but it tells a beautiful story. It won Best Picture 2010 at the Sedona Film Festival. This good friend waited for his owner every day at the train station until one day the professor had a heart attack and died. Despite this, Hachiko waited for his owner for many years in the hope that he would arrive, but unfortunately, um, because of so much white, the dog died. Attributed to Hachiko, the dog at the Shibuya train station in Tokyo. And what's your favorite film, Erika?
My favorite movie is The Reason for Being with You by director Lars Hallström. This movie is about a golden dog who was rescued by a family. As time passes, the golden dog finds the meaning of his own existence through the lives of humans and teaches them to love in a pure and sincere way. The film shows many moments of happiness and laughter. It is a very emotional story. As a reflection of life, it shows us that love never dies, that our true friends will always be with us for some purpose. I love animals, and that is why this is one of my favorite movies.
Erika, your movie is almost similar to the one I like since it is the history of a dog and it is also very sad. These two movies show that love never dies, that our true friend will always be by our side, and that every creature on earth was born with a purpose.
Those were good movie recommendations. Yeah, those were good movie recommendations. Sebastian, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Citizen Kane. It has been recognized as one of the best films of all time. It was directed by Orson Welles, who also stars the movie. It is about a journalist that slowly becomes a rich businessman. The story was set in 3 different places: Colorado, New York, and Florida. As was common in older films, this movie was shot mostly on a studio set, but they also used some real locations like the San Diego Zoo Park. And what's your favorite film?
My favorite film is named About Time. It's a romance and science fiction movie that was directed by Richard Curtis. One of the things that I loved the most when I first saw this film was the chemistry between the co-stars. They are Rachel McAdams and Domhnall Gleeson. I also liked that it was shot in different locations from England, like Cornwall, Notting Hill, and Paddington. These set changes represent the evolution of the character and also achieve a connection between the audience and the story. What else can you tell me from the plot of your film?
Well, through the plot, we see the rise and fall of Kane's life, the main character, how he managed to create an empire of mass media enterprises, and how his ambition cost him his life. And could you tell me a bit more about your movie?
That's interesting. My movie tells the story of Tim Lake. He's a young man who discovers he can time travel within his own life. This ability is used by Tim to improve his love life, but then he realizes that changing the past can lead to the worst consequences. By this, the movie star explores the themes like love, family, and the importance of living in the moment.
Sounds great.
Okay, I have to visit one more team, so chill out. And in a couple of minutes, we're gonna be all together in the main room. Yep. Hello, everyone. Wake up, wake up. Are you there?
Hello, mister.
How you doing?
Hello.
Cameras on. When you're ready, well, before you start, remember the conditions. I'm gonna check that is a dialogue. I'm gonna check that you include passive voice. And obviously I'm gonna check that is about movies. Yep. So give me your best acting. Okay. Whenever you're ready, you can start.
Andrew and Anthony.
On the camera, bro. A ver, 1, 2, un segundo. Ya, listo. 1, 2, 3. Hello, guys. Yesterday, I went to the cinema and saw a comedy movie.
The truth is I'm not such a fan of comedy, but I would like to know. It was interesting. I like romantic movies.
Anthony, what did you see that was interesting in the movie? Do you recommend it? I told you that yesterday I saw Shrek, that is a comedy movie.
I also saw Shrek last week with my family, and the truth is that it is very funny.
Since I was little, I liked to watch Shrek. I found this character funny.
Okay, well, the truth. Shrek seems very childish to me, but I watched all of the Simpsons as a child. The movie I was telling you that I saw was Willy Wonka.
I also watched Willy Wonka, but I liked the old one better.
I saw that it was released Fast and Furious. That movie caught my attention.
So that the Barbie movie was premiering. We should go see it.
Really, it's very romantic. Let's see it.
Let's coordinate at the El Dorado Cinema at 5 p.m.
Now, guys, I spent time watching them, and Andrew invites the popcorn.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay, good acting skills.
Pero,
Good
mister,
work.
¿qué falta?
Good work in the dialogue.
Mr. Next part.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry to cut your acting. Continue.
Yes, we acting.
Hi guys, I'm too excited to see Barbie.
Me too. They told me that the movie is very romantic.
We were talking to Andrew, and we went to see another one.
There's another one movie I saw on Project X. Let's go see that one.
But we agreed to see Barbie.
Okay, let's see Barbie and then Project X.
In my opinion, Barbie was very romantic and interesting.
I really like Barbie. It was funny, but Project X interested me and had more fun.
I like Barbie much more. Project X seems more interesting to me.
I'm not such a fan of romantic movies, but I didn't like them. I liked both movies.
Well, guys, I say goodbye. We had a fun time.
We had a good time. We'll see you guys another day.
Bye.
Thank you.
I was waiting for that. Thank you. So I do not interrupt your acting. Very good work on your dialogue. Actually, you were actually the best team making the dialogue. Minor mistakes in few words of the pronunciation, but that is not going to be points off. I'm very happy with your work. I visit one more team, and then we go all together to the main room. Yep, congratulations on your work.
All right. Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Okay, we are all back to the main room. Some feedbacks in general. Most of the teams did it well. You follow the commands. You included passive in your dialogue. You obviously, all the teams perform about movies. That was good. In the part of the dialogue, in some teams was missing more interaction. What I mean, it was okay in the sense that, for example, I speak about my movie and then I pass to another, but there were other teams that actually they were making more of a conversation, but it's okay. Yeah, it's our first activity. Now, obviously, you help yourself creating your dialogues. What I mean, you gave me incredible descriptions of your favorite movies. Yeah, the plot, the script, the actors, the cast. You use a lot of vocabulary that I expect when you have your speaking exam, you use it if there is a question about movies, right? So keep that in mind, keep those words. There were actually descriptions like you're a critic of cinema, like you're making good descriptions of movie and giving your likes and dislikes. That's great. Yep. Just keep that at hand, because in the future we continue practicing speaking, and the idea is that you show all that to whoever is going to test you in the speaking exam. Remember, it could be any other of the teachers, or could be even our director. So keep that in mind. Okay. Right now we're gonna take our break of 15 minutes. You can turn off your cameras and then we continue. Okay. After the break, time to retake it. Yep. Help me out as you could with your cameras. And let's start. I'm going to share my screen again. And after your teamwork, we're gonna retake it on the platform. Let me share my screen. So we're gonna take it from now on, Unit 6B. Unit 6B got a title of Judging by Appearances in the section of the student book. Let me see if we got it here. It's about this. Yep. So in this section, in this unit, what we are going to cover is related to the following. We're gonna have the models of deduction in grammar. The examples here: might, can't, and must. As an introduction only, because later on we are going to cover the grammar is related to based on some evidence that you see, that you feel, that you hear, you judge, you have some kind of thoughts, some kinds of opinions. That is why they are going to include in this unit the models of deduction. Also in the vocabulary is related to the body. And finally, in the pronunciation section, we are going with the diphthongs. Yep. So in here, the whole unit gonna start based on, for example, when we have an opinion, when we make a judgment based on what we see. If you take a look at the first picture, that is Annabelle 27, if we do not place the age on that picture, maybe most of us will think that this is a baby girl, so way younger than 27. But that is the idea, right? Like an introduction for what we are going to cover. Then we have a section that is related, an example to your profile photo or of yourself that sometimes most of the people include on the social media. And according to what you want to transmit is the kind of picture that you are going to include. So they refer to that in here. Then we have an article about it that is, what does your profile picture say about you? They take, for the example, they take, well, here they take Facebook. Then we have vocabulary, the body, when we are going to describe people. Yeah. So in here you see 4 pictures. And the idea is that even though they get similarities, we are able to describe the facial hair. We are able to describe the beard, the mustache, the type of hair they have. So in that sense. Later on in the section of pronunciation, what I mentioned to you, we gonna concentrate on the diphthongs. Here in the diphthongs in English is when you have the sounds of 2 short vowels. Short vowels in English is the sounds of the vowels like in Spanish. Yeah, so you got a E, A, O. Those are short vowel sounds. But in diphthong, obviously you come together 2 of them. And here they're gonna tell us, or they're gonna ask for a sort of classification of different categories of some words according to the sounds. So just as an example on this table, what we are going to look for is the pronunciation of bike. So you have I, bike. The pronunciation like in train, that you get a, train. Yep, like that. So those sounds are the ones that we consider short vowels. So I, a, phone, o, phone, owl, owl. So in that way, okay? But that is obviously when we get to that section. This one is only like an introduction for you. And then we are going to see the models of deduction in the section of grammar related to the uses of must, can't, yeah, according to what you believe the evidence is telling you. Yeah, might in here. So we're gonna see that there are some of them are when we are sure about something, some of them is when it's impossible that something happened, and the other is like 50-50 might, that maybe we're not sure about that. Okay, so with that in mind, let's start with the activities related to the unit 6B. The first section we're going to cover is reading and speaking. And the first activity, 1C. Read the article and complete it with the headings below. Read the article and complete it with the headings below. As usual, help me out working on my attempt, and then you can proceed on yours. Yep. By the way, starting on this unit, you can see that the closest date is by midnight, almost midnight of next Friday. Yep. There is no problem because actually all of you today are working on the activities as we develop. So during the class time, so you won't have any issue. What we get in here? We get this, right? According to communications consultant Terry Brown, there are 12 categories that cover most types of profile pictures. An example, you use social media mainly for business or career purposes. On that one, if your social media is for business, you're gonna take a professional picture. Number 2 begins the empty spaces, but they give to us a description. You want to show what you have achieved in your family life and are generally more interested in a response from women than from men. You want to show what you have achieved in your family life, but you are more interested in the response from women than from men. The options are right here below. What kind of picture will you put in there according to this description? Yeah, here you got the description for number 2. Yep. You want to show what you achieve in your family life. So which one will you put in there?
Photo with your baby or child.
Photo with your baby or child. Okay, let's go for it. Photo with your baby or child. And then I just move this one up. Yep. Photo with your baby or child. Number 3, you use your other half as the most important thing in your life, and you see yourself as one half of a couple. So you use your other half. They refer to your couple, right? To the person you have a relationship with. So in that context, what kind of picture will you use?
Photo with a partner.
Photo with a partner. Okay, so that's the one that I will use for it. And I go in here. Number 4, having fun with friends. Generally young and carefree. You want to project an image of being fun and popular. Having fun with friends. Popular, having fun. Which one seems like a good option?
Holiday photo.
Holiday, okay. Let's take it. Where is it? Oh, in here they already got it. So let's take a look. Number 4 is, you take a look, it's already taken in there, right? Like they place one for us. So it's number 5 that we need to look for. In number 5, you are a bit of an escapist and keen to show a different side of yourself from what you do on a day-to-day basis. You're a bit of an escapist. Yep. So for an escapist, which one we would take? The holiday photo as well?
Yes, holiday photo.
Okay, so let's put on it. Let's continue on it. 6, this kind of image says that you don't really want to grow up and face the future. You're nostalgic for your childhood. You don't want to grow up and you're nostalgic for your childhood. Obviously.
Photo of a child.
Exactly. Then we get here, number 10, you think that showing yourself with a well-known person will make you seem more important.
With celebrity.
Photo with a celebrity.
Perfect, good option. And obviously the last one that we got here, 12, you only use social media in a professional capacity and you identify more with your work role than with your private life. So logo of your business or company. So let's take a look. Submit and all finished. Yes, we got it. So there you have our answers for a couple of minutes. At the very beginning, we have that number 2 is photo with your baby or child. Number 3, photo with a partner. Number 5, holiday photo. Number 6, photo of you as a child. 10, photo with a celebrity. And 12, logo of your business or company. There you have the answers we got. Okay. I leave it there for a couple of minutes and then I pass to your results. Seems great. Couple more minutes and we continue. Okay, time to continue. So go back to the main page to retake from there, right? We are a student, unit 6B, a student book, just in case, because in the future we're gonna have 6B, but workbook, yeah? For you, is not visible yet. So for the moment, 6B is student book. We just worked on activity 1C in the section, obviously the first one, reading and speaking. So we get to the second section, that is vocabulary. And we're gonna take is the one related to match the words and pictures. So before we get to that, let's take a look on it here. here you have what we're gonna refer to, obviously, like I mentioned to you before in the introduction of the unit, is that the vocabulary we're gonna work with is the body. So here we have that vocabulary to the different parts. You have on the left, this one's right, arms, back, ears, eyes, face, feet, or foot in singular, fingers, hands, head, knees, legs, lips, mouth, neck, nose, shoulders, stomach, this ending, stomach. Yeah, finishing CH, but we're gonna take it like a sound of a K, stomach. Teeth, or singular, tooth. Toes and tongue. Take a look at this list. Tell me if one of them you don't remember, you don't know what is it. Take a look at the list. Yep. Let me know if you need any assistance with any of the words. Okay, that silence, I'm gonna take it like you know all the words, you remember all the vocabulary, so no problem. Yep. In the vocabulary as well for this unit, we're gonna have also some verbs that are related to actions or some activities performed by our body. So what you have is this list: bite, clap, kick, nod, point, smell, smile, stare, taste, throw, touch, whistle. Any of these verbs is not clear, the meaning, you've never seen it before, let me know. This is the moment before we start with the section of vocabulary on the platform.
Yeah, teacher, what means nod?
Nod is when you move your head. You want to say yes, but you do it with your head. You do this move. Nod. You're nodding. Thank you for the question.
Teacher, and stare?
Sorry?
Stare.
Oh, stare is when you're looking at somebody and you don't move. You're straight looking somebody. You don't move your side. You're staring, right? Like mirar fijamente.
Yeah.
You're staring. So you're looking at something, or she's looking at me, or you go like she's staring at me. So it's like the eyes are on you.
Thank you, teacher.
To you, Andrew, for the questions. To the others, obviously the same, right? The questions, well, that is the heart of my job, so no problem. Anytime that you have a doubt about vocabulary, about grammar, anything, just let me know and we continue practicing on it. Okay, so this is the vocabulary that we have for this unit. Let's take a look how we do it. With that, I go back to the platform and let's take vocabulary bank, right? Let's see. Vocabulary 2A. Let's start at my work. Look at the 4 pictures and listen. Let's see, what is it? I preview on mine. I start my attempt and we'll listen to it. And here we have the picture that we observed, that we have four gentlemen, but well, actually they are talking about a thief. So I'm gonna take the word gentleman out of it. So we have 4 men and we are going to discover who's the thief. Picture 1, 2, well, 4 or 3 here is mixed. Let's listen to the track and then we are going to decide.
.38. Okay, ladies. Now, can you describe the man you saw in the bank?
Well, he was quite tall, you know. He had very long legs and quite skinny, you know, thin.
Yes, very narrow shoulders. And he had a beard and a little moustache.
No, he didn't. He had a moustache, but not a beard. It's just that I think he hadn't shaved.
No, it was a beard, I'm sure.
And anyway, Doris, you weren't wearing your glasses, so you can't have seen him very well.
I could see perfectly well.
Ladies, please. So, no moustache then?
He had a moustache, but he didn't have a beard.
And what about his hair?
Dark.
Yes, short, dark hair.
Straight?
No, curly, I'd say. Wouldn't you say, Doris?
Yes, very curly.
So dark, curly hair.
Yes, that's what we said. Are you deaf or something?
What about his eyes? Did you notice what colour they were?
Brown eyes. Nothing special. And quite small. But he had a big nose.
Yes, a very big nose.
And what time was it when you saw this man?
We're going to listen one more time to the track and then we decide.
.38.
Okay, ladies. Now, can you describe the man you saw in the bank?
Well, he was quite tall, you know. He had very long legs and quite skinny, you know, thin.
Yes, very narrow shoulders. And he had a beard and a little moustache.
No, he didn't. He had a moustache, but not a beard. It's just that I think he hadn't shaved.
No, it was a beard, I'm sure.
And anyway, Doris, you weren't wearing your glasses, so you can't have seen him very well.
I could see perfectly well.
Ladies, please. So, no moustache then?
He had a moustache, but he didn't have a beard.
And what about his hair?
Dark.
Yes, short, dark hair.
Straight?
No, curly, I'd say. Wouldn't you say, Doris?
Yes, very curly.
So dark, curly hair.
Yes, that's what we said. Are you deaf or something?
What about his eyes? Did you notice what colour they were?
Brown eyes. Nothing special. And quite small. But he had a big nose.
Yes, a very big nose.
And what time was it when you saw this man?
Okay, once we heard this twice, let's see, what number do you go for? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Number 4.
Number three.
Number 3.
So we got two options, 3 or 4. There we have the things.
3.
Okay,
Number 3.
number 3. Okay, sounds unanimous. So let's take a look. Number 3, I finished on my attempts, submit all and finish. Let's see what we get. You were right. Good hearing. So the option number 3. Yes, with that, I take a look at your results. And this one should be like in a blink of an eye, super fast, just to select that. Thank you to the ones that already finished. Obviously, we're waiting a couple of minutes for our classmates to finish on this one, okay? Okay, we can continue. Going back to our main page. We just worked on vocabulary, the activity 2A, and now we go to vocabulary bank 1A. Match the words and the pictures. For this activity, we got 10 minutes. Let's take a look what it's about. This one is for you. What we got, you got the labels with the numbers, you got the pictures, and you got the list of the vocabulary related to the body, so we can match, right? For example, arms, I take a look, what is the number of the image, and I just drag the number to the place. Yep. So starting now, we got 10 minutes. This one entirely for you. Okay, after that time, we can retake it. Going back to our main page. And we continue in the same section of vocabulary. Now we go to vocabulary bank 2A. In vocabulary bank 2A, complete the sentences with a verb from the list in the correct tense. So let's take a look. I start on my attempt. I'm gonna preview. As usual, help me out, and then you can proceed on yours. Yep, this one as an introduction, working all together. Here we have all the verbs, the ones that I already showed to you in the introduction of the unit. We got whistled, smile, pointed, smells, throw, bite, clapped, kicked, taste, nodded, stared, and touch. Yep. Here goes like complete the sentence with a verb in the correct form, right? They are already conjugated, so we only decide which one to use, just in case. Okay. So that's what we refer to on this activity in particular. So with those verbs, what we are going to do is just to match according to the ones we get. Number one, let's take a look. Don't be frightened of the dog. He won't
Bite.
Seems like a good option. Thank you for the recommendation. Number two, Jason, the ball too hard and it went over the wall into the next garden.
Jason kicked the ball too hard.
Will be kicked, okay. So we use this one. Three, don't stones, you might hit somebody. Don't
Throw.
Don't throw, sounds good. Four, something delicious. Are you making a cake?
Smells.
Smells. Okay. Five, the stranger at me for a long time, but he didn't say anything.
Stared.
Stared, very good. Six, can you do rice? I'm not sure if it's cooked yet.
Taste.
Taste, okay. Seven, some builders when the girl walked past.
Whistled.
Whistled, right? Whistled. Eight, don't the oven door. It's really hot.
Touch.
Touch. Okay, sounds good. Don't touch the oven door. 9. The audience when I finish singing.
Clapped.
Clapped. Okay. 10. The teacher suddenly at me and said, what's the answer? I hadn't even heard the question.
Pointed.
Pointed. Very good. 11. In Russia, if you are strangers, people think you're mad.
Smile.
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 Smile. And obviously the last option that we got, everybody nodded in agreement when I explained my idea. So with that in mind, let's take a look. We got it. There you have. Number 1, bite. Number 2, kicked. 3, throw. 4, smells. 5, stared. 6, taste. 7, whistled. 8, touch. 9, clapped. 10, pointed. 11, smile. And 12, noted. There you have the answers for 1 minute, and then I pass to your results. Okay, let's continue after that time. Everyone finished on this activity. Going back to the main page. We just work on vocabulary bank 2A. With that, we pass a section to the third one, that is pronunciation. In this section, the activity is related, to what I presented to you, that is the diphthong. Let me go back to the page. Here, what I presented to you about the diphthong. In the diphthong, once again, the concept in English is by sounds. So what sounds? The short vowels. When they mention short vowels, the sound is like the vowels in Spanish. So what it means, a, e, I, o, u, that sound. But you got it combined. That's why here in the table, you see the first picture is a bike. The sound of the vowel is I. 2 short vowel sounds. What are the 2 vowel sounds? A, I. The word is bike. What is the confusion? Maybe the problem when we start learning that you don't write bike AI, right? Bike is spelled V-I-K-E. But in English, once again, diphthongs, they are by sounds. The sound I, like bike. The sound A, like train. The sound O, like phone. The sound ow, like owl. Un búho, owl. The sound E, like chair. The sound ear, like ear. Ear, ear. Yep. So that refers to the diphthongs. Okay. So not only pay attention to the letters that you see, but also to the sounds they make. That is more important in English when they refer to pronunciation, obviously, and specifically in this case, when they talk about diphthongs. Okay. So let's take a look what the platform got for us in this section, and we're going to start the pronunciation section with the activity 3A. Yep. Read the information about diphthongs. Let's take a look. I'm going to preview my quiz. I start on it. And what we have is just the introduction where we're going to match what we see on the screen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What we hear, just paying attention to exactly the pronunciation of the diphthongs, okay? So let's listen to the track.
3.41. 1,
Bike. I.
2,
Train. A.
3,
Phone. O.
4,
Owl. Ow.
5,
Chair. Air.
6,
Ear. Ear.
Just one more time. Obviously, they are according to the table, what we observe. We have the image that is a good help to match. Just listen one more time and pay attention is to the pronunciation. That's what it's important right now.
3.41. 1,
Bike. I.
2,
Train. A.
3,
Phone. O.
4,
Owl. Ow.
5,
Chair. Air.
6,
Ear. Ear.
With that in mind, and basically with the picture as a great assistant in here, we got like an example. Number 1, I'm going to draw a bike. I. That is the sound that is important. Once again, what we are covering now is the concept and examples of diphthong. This sound is I, bike. For the second picture, obviously, kind of, right? We see there is a train. So the sound is exactly the sound. The diphthong sound we're looking for is that one, A. Yeah, but we got here the word that matches the images, right? Then you got a number 3, you got a phone. Oh. Yep. Then you got an owl. Now take a look at this word. For example, begins with O. Yeah, but the pronunciation for us is like in Spanish, owl. So the diphthong in that word is owl. Yeah, the pronunciation owl. Never pronounce it, oh, I see an O in there, and I'm going to say owl. No, owl. Then you have another picture in number 5 that matches with the word chair. Chair. And finally, you got ear. Ear. The sound, the diphthong in that word is ear. Ear. Okay? With that, we just check. And we got it. Yep. So we only match the words with the images we get in there. Let's take a look at your results. This should be super, super easy and fast, since we have the images there, right? Thank you to the ones that are already finished. We're giving a couple more minutes for other classmates to do so, okay? Okay, we can proceed. Going back for the next activity. Let's take a look at the activity 3B. Write these words in the correct columns in alphabetical order. Here, be careful with that. Alphabetical order. Let me see if we got something. Is what we are going to do is to classify these words. The part that you see on B, write these words in the correct columns. You get bite, beard, eyes, face, hair, mouth, nose, So you have to pay attention is to the sound that they are making just on the vowel sound, the diphthong. So it's according to that. So the sounds that we already covered: bike, I, train, A. Which ones are similar in here? Yep. So let's start on this one. I start on mine and you help me out on it. Let's listen to the track.
3.42. 1.
Bike, I. Bite, eyes, smile.
2.
Train. A. Face. Taste.
3.
Phone, O. Nose, shoulders, throw, toes.
4.
Owl. Ow. Mouth.
5.
Chair, air. Hair, stare.
6.
Ear. Ear. Beard.
As you can hear it, actually what you observe in there is that the audio track is telling you all the words. Yep. So if we listen again and we're gonna make only one together, the others for you, just listen to the track they give you. For example, it's gonna tell you number 1, bike, I, and the 3 words that go in that column. So we're gonna make together the first one and the others for you, but just have to listen to the track.
3.42. 1.
Bike, I. Bite, eyes, smile.
There gives you the words that go in there. So it was bite,
Eyes,
and
smile.
exactly. Thank you so much. There you have it. Yep. So just listen to the track and let's complete the activity, okay? Starting now, you got 10 minutes. Okay, all set for this activity. Let's continue, shall we? After 3B, let's see what else we got. Then we have this one that is 3C, that it's just listen and check. Practice saying the phrases below. That is only the kind of a matching the sounds that we have practiced in the prior activities related to the diphthongs. So just let's listen to the track twice so we can proceed.
3.42. 1.
Bike, I. Bite, eyes, smile.
2.
Train. A. Face. Taste.
3.
Phone, O. Nose, shoulders, throw, toes.
4.
Owl. Ow. Mouth.
5.
Chair, air. Hair, stare.
6.
Ear. Ear. Beard.
As we continue on the activities, we get in point number 4, got live. Let's see what it's about. It's just the track for you to listen, just to, obviously when you have, once again, like the recommendation I told you yesterday, every time that you are working on this kind of activities or you see this kind of activities on the platform, that they seems like no quiz, like, okay, it's just an audio track. The idea is that you take your time for practicing, listening over and over again in order to catch the pronunciation of the words.
.44
Tony's phone is switched off. He might be on the plane now or just boarding.
Laura might not like that skirt. It's not really her style.
I don't know where Kate is. She may be at work or at the gym.
I'm surprised that Ted isn't here. He may not know that the meeting is today.
Let's continue to the part of the grammar, okay? Like we mentioned before, the grammar is related to the models of what we call the models of deduction. Yep. In this case, let's observe a little bit about it. Let me show to you what they refer to. Here we have what we're going to refer to in this unit is models. This word models is verbs that by themselves they don't have a complete meaning, but they modify the next verb that comes after. So that's why they are called models. They give some mode to the verb, to the principal verb. The models of deductions that we're going to work on here, the book in this section is presenting 3 of them: might, can't, and must. We start with might. Might is exactly very similar in meaning actually to may. When you use may or might, when you think something is possibly true. Possibly. Are you sure about it? No. So 50-50, okay, this is a good chance. I'm gonna use this one. Let's take a look at the examples, right? Tony's phone is switched off. He might be on the plane now or just boarding. From the information that you have, right, you're gonna take that one as a conclusion, as a deduction. In this case, this person is traveling or about to travel, so we use this one. Are you sure that this person is on the plane or is boarding? No, you don't know. You're not at the airport. Only or based on the phone is switched off, the phone is off, that is your deduction. But like you're not sure, you're using might. Next one, Laura might not like that skirt. It's not really her style. So you know a person. When you buy a gift, when you buy a present to somebody, you have some information, you know his or her likes and dislikes. In this case, that's why they're saying it, right? Laura might not like that skirt. Yeah, it's not really her style. Are you positive? Are you 100% sure? No. If you're using might, you're not 100% sure. It's possibly. I don't know where Kate is. She may be at work or at the gym. You have 2 options for Kate: work or gym. Are you sure where she is? No. So we use may. I'm surprised that Ted isn't here. He may not know that the meeting is today. Take a look just as the negative form, right? Might, negative form, might not. May, negative form, may not. That is the first one. The second one that we are using, the second model that we are using is can't. When you are sure something is impossible or not true. When you are sure something is impossible or not true. Yep. Nigel can't earn much money in his job. He's still living with his parents. So Nigel is living with his parents. So I'm sure that he cannot make a lot of money. Yeah, a person making a lot of money, the logic tells you that this person is not living with his or her parents. In this case, Nigel. Okay. That woman can't be Jack's wife. Jack's wife has dark hair. Jack's wife has dark hair. It's impossible from your knowledge that this woman is Jack's wife. And the next one that you're gonna see is must. When you are sure something is true. The neighbors must be are. There aren't any lights on the house. The neighbors must be out. There aren't any lights in the house. So it's all off in the house. There is nobody. Must. Yep. The other, your sister must have a lot of money if she drives a Porsche. Your sister must have a lot of money if she drives Porsche. Okay. So with that, with those examples, this extract that you also have it on the platform, we're only reviewing before we go to the exercises, right? So we often use might or may, can't or mustn't, say how short or sentence we're about something. We don't use can instead of might or might not. Yep. In this context, the opposite of must is can't. We take a look at these two images that you got in here. The neighbors must be out. There aren't any lights on it. The neighbors can't be out. All the lights are on. So they are presenting that. What to remember only. You're going to use may or might when something is possibly true. You're going to use can't when you're sure that something is impossible. And you're going to use must when you're sure that something is true. With that information, we get back to the platform and we go to the section number 5 in this case, that is grammar. For grammar, we're going to work on the following. We start on Grammar Bank 1A. Grammar Bank 1A related obviously to models of deduction. So I open up mine and I take a look at it together. There you have it. Match the sentences. So the first one, he can't be a businessman. He can't be a businessman. The options we have. He can be a businessman. Which one is logic for it to complete the idea?
He isn't wearing a suit.
He isn't wearing a suit, right? Un traje. So this person is not using, right? The jacket, formal clothes, the tie. My deduction is he can't be a businessman. Now we are basing on, obviously, on what he is wearing. Number 2, the next one, he might be American from the United States, right? He might. Might is when you're not sure. It's a possibility. He might be an American. Why?
He's wearing a baseball cap.
Good, perfect, Alan. This one is like a stereotype for Americans, actually, in the world. When you see people wearing like a baseball cap, then you imagine, yes, you deduct that this person comes from the United States. Once again, stereotypes, deductions. He must be cold. He must. We use must when we are 100% sure. He must be cold.
He isn't wearing a jumper.
Very good. He isn't wearing a jumper. He's not wearing a jumper and the weather is cold. So I am, for me, from what I see, I'm 100% sure he must be cold. He can't be enjoying the party. He can't be enjoying the party. It's not possible that this person likes the party. Can't, negative. He can't be enjoying the party.
He isn't talking to anybody.
Good option, sounds good. He isn't talking to anybody. So a person that is sitting there, everyone laughing, talking, dancing, and one person alone by him or her, in this case, himself, the deduction is that he can't be enjoying the party. He must be a tourist. He must, I'm sure. For the way he's looking or for what he's doing, I'm sure that he is a tourist.
He's looking at a map.
He's looking at a map. Okay. I take your option. He can't be a university student. He can't. It's impossible. He can't be a university student. Once again, the unit, the grammar in this unit is about deductions, right? It's not like, oh no, that is a stereotype. No, you're judging the people. No, just based on what you see, okay? So he can't be a university student.
He's not old enough.
He's not old enough. So you see a teenager, but like very, very young, early stage, impossible that is a university student. He might be going to the gym.
He's carrying a
Sports bag.
sport bag. Yes.
Excellent compliment. Thank you, Alan and Genesis. Exactly, right? You see a person with a sports bag, you assume, your deduction is, oh, that person is going to the gym. Maybe not, maybe they got all books and everything, or only clothes, but you believe, right? Next one, he could be lost. He could be lost.
He's looking at the map.
Sí.
So there we make a change. Next one. So the other one, he must be a tourist. We change it for,
He's carrying a camera and book.
okay. So he's carrying a camera and a guidebook. Those little books that tells you what are the important or touristic places to visit. He may not have a job. He may not have a job.
He's looking at job advertisement in the newspaper.
Exactly. He's looking at the job adverts in the newspaper. So you see someone sitting in the old times, right? Physical newspaper. Say in this section, so you assume, you deduce that this person may not have a job. And the last one, he must be married. He must be married.
He's wearing a wedding ring.
He's wearing a wedding ring. Yep. So we finish on this one. Excellent, we got it. So there you have our answers for a minute. Yep, and then I go to your attempts. We're gonna be waiting a couple minutes so everyone finish on this activity. Okay, we can continue. So going back to the main page, we just worked on Grammar Bank 1A, Unit 6B student book. Yep. So let's take it from the last activity for today, that is Grammar Bank 1C. complete with must, might not, or can't. So let's take a look what we get. I take a look on it. Let's see it. Number one, do you know anyone who drives a Ferrari? Yes, my nephew. I don't know his salary, but he earned a fortune. If this person is driving a Ferrari, what can we say?
Must.
Okay, good. Thank you. I follow your recommendation. Thank you, Ellen. Must earn a fortune. Number two, why don't you buy this dress for your mom? I'm not sure. She like it. It's a bit short for her. I'm not.
Not.
Why not? Very good. Why not? Three, my sister works as an interpreter for the EU, European Union. She speaks a lot of languages to work there.
Must.
Okay, sounds good. Four, did you know that Andy's parents have split up? They separated. Poor Andy, he feel very happy about it.
Can't.
Okay, I go for can't. Let's hope the apostrophe is not a problem. Number five, are your neighbors away? All the windows are closed. I'm not sure. I suppose they be on holiday. Which one?
Might.
Okay. They might be on holiday. Six, where is your colleague today? She be ill. She called to say that she's going to the doctor.
Must.
She must be ill. She called to say she's going to the doctor. Seven, Jane is looking at you in a very strange way. Yes, I'm grown a beard since I saw her last. So she recognized me.
Might not.
Sounds good. Follow your recommendation. Might not recognize me. Eight, my daughter has failed all her exams again. She be working very hard if she gets such bad grades. My daughter has failed all her exams. Did not pass exams.
Can't.
Can't. Okay. Nine, why is Tina so happy? I'm not sure, but she have a new partner. I'm not sure.
Might.
Thank you. Might have a new partner. 10, where is the manager's house? Where is the manager's house? I don't know, but he lives near the office because he commutes every day by train. He commutes every day
Can't.
by train. Okay, sounds good. Can't. So I finish on my attempt. And let's take a look. Let's see the ones with the apostrophe. Can't. Apostrophe again. Well, in my case, the ones with the apostrophe. Can't. Yep. So take a look. Take a look at the answers.
Mister, una consulta. La parte del can't no me... a usted tampoco le... Es el can not.
The same problem. The mistake.
Ajá.
Okay. I'm going to check that one. Okay.
Okay, miss. Thanks.
Anyone else with the problem with can't, let me know. Yep. So there you have the answers for it. Number one, must. Number two, might not. Number three, must. Number 4, can't. Number 5, might. Number 6, must. Number 7, might not. Number 8, can't. Number 9, might. And number 10, can't.
I have the same problem with the can't.
Perfect. So I'm gonna check it manually. Yep. In the case that is only can't. The apostrophe, right, Ms. Romero?
Yes, I mean, I put it without apostrophe, but it still says that it's not correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna check that one. Let me take a look at your results. Let's see how many we got so far. Excellent, 16 are trying. Excellent, yep. So with this, at this activity, we're gonna stop for today. Remember, all these activities are available until the ones that we work today. That is Unit 6B, Grammar 1C. Until that activity is available until next Friday at midnight. Yep. So all the activity is going to be available for 1 week after, just in case. Okay. Nice meeting you guys. Have a great week. Always take care, and I'll see you next Saturday.
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher.
Teacher,
I have a
bye.
question.
Thank you, Mr. Bye.
Thank you.
Teacher, I
Bye.
have a question.
Uh,
Go, please.
Sure, Andrew.
In the unit 6A, the first one exercise we have to make or not?
Unit 6A. Give me a second.